When it comes to satisfying their egos, narcissists often do so at the expense of others. They possess a skill for belittling and tarnishing the reputations of those around them. As for nurturing their false personas, they readily assert their dominance. Although my way of speaking is in the form of mentioning to facilitate the transfer of information. However, it is necessary to know that everything we discuss about narcissism is not specific to any particular gender, whether it's women or men. The narcissistic personality we are talking about can be either male or female. Thank you very much for your support. If you find this content helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for helping to share this message with those who can benefit from it. In this video, I will discuss how narcissists undermine your self-worth and the best way to respond when dealing with a narcissistic individual. You and I are aware that narcissists harbor an insatiable void within them, which is the driving force behind their actions. Transitioning from one source of narcissistic supply to another, they constantly seek to fill this void. However, what sets narcissists apart is their refusal to acknowledge the depths of this void. Instead, they attempt to suppress and conceal it by adopting the opposite facade. They employ various means of mistreatment, manipulation, and exploitation, all aimed at demeaning and devaluing others. Humiliation is a potent weapon in the narcissist's arsenal, and they deploy it with alarming frequency, often to inflate their own self-importance while diminishing those around them through derogatory comments and actions. Narcissists are skilled at undermining individuals in various aspects of life. For example, they may offer disparaging comments about your choice of clothing or criticize your career decisions, academic pursuits, or even your dietary choices. Every facet of your life becomes an opportunity for them to exert control and humiliation. Humiliation is one of the most destructive tools in the narcissist's toolkit, as it fractures a person's spirit and is especially effective when used by a narcissist. Whether the source of humiliation comes from a partner, a parent, a close friend, or a workplace superior, narcissists employ humiliation as a means of dominance and control. They chip away at your self-esteem, gradually breaking you down emotionally and psychologically. If you are ensnared in a relationship with a narcissist, particularly one characterized by trauma bonding, the narcissist gains the upper hand and continues to escalate the mistreatment. As the cycle continues, the level of mistreatment rises while your self-esteem diminishes. Narcissists will employ any means necessary to degrade and devalue you further. At this point, their darkest and most malevolent tendencies surface. Now, the question is, how should you navigate this onslaught of humiliation when dealing with a narcissist? The primary rule to remember is that it's not about you. The narcissist's behavior stems from their extreme insecurity, which they project onto others. You must recognize that you are a respected and unique individual with exceptional qualities that are entirely your own. The narcissist's attempts to belittle or demean you do not define your identity or character. Instead, their actions are a reflection of their own insecurities, and they employ humiliation as a coping mechanism to bolster their fragile self-esteem. It is crucial to maintain emotional composure and mental resilience when confronting the narcissist's attempts to degrade you. Imagine their behavior as a predatory, parasitic instinct, seeking to extract emotional sustenance from their victims to sustain their own existence. When dealing with a narcissist, especially when they attempt to humiliate you, the key is to withhold any emotional reaction. Providing them with a reaction is akin to feeding their insatiable need for attention and control. The most effective strategy is to disengage from the situation entirely, denying them the satisfaction of a reaction. Leaving them without a source of narcissistic supply can ultimately lead to their downfall. To deal with narcissistic humiliation, remember these 3 steps. First, recognize that it's not about you. Their actions reflect their insecurities, not your worth as an individual. Second, regain control over your emotional responses and thought processes to see through their manipulation. Lastly, if possible, remove yourself from the situation entirely. By doing so, you disrupt their cycle of abuse and deny them the gratification they seek through your humiliation. I hope this perspective helps you understand why narcissists resort to humiliation and provides guidance on how to effectively respond when faced with their tactics.